And go into
talk about missionary.
we talk about missionary.
We talk about when she's
on her back and I'm on top.
When I'm on top and she's on her back.
What's up, Team J, and welcome back to another video. Nice. We are so back.
We haven't done that intro in like so long.
Yeah, that was like our first time doing YouTube type of intro. Like we'd be like, "What's up, Team J, and welcome to," you say, "to another video."
Yeah.
But we're maturing now. We're getting older. We're getting wiser. We're having a baby.
Yeah. I don't know if you could tell, but he's here.
28 weeks?
Right here. Yeah.
Turning 29? 28
weeks. Yeah, by the time they watch this, I'll still be 28 weeks.
We'll get on today's topic of the video. So we're going to be giving you guys relationship advice. Jailene and I have been together for 9 years. Well, almost 9 years. Coming on 9 years this month, actually.
Yes, 9 years since we were 15.
15.
And we've been married for 4 years. And now we're having a baby. We live together. We've done it all.
We've been through the bad, the ugly, and we've grown from that and become just better versions of ourselves.
We're literally way better versions of ourselves than we were in high school.
We've seen each other grow. We've been in those growing stages where it was like not toxic, but it wasn't to where it is right now.
Yeah, like we've grown as a couple, but then we've also seen each other grow as individuals, if that makes sense. Like from our own traumas, our own childhood traumas, because we both obviously have our own baggage that we brought into a relationship, which kind of affects your relationship. But then as adults, we're able to work on ourselves as individuals. I mean, we're still growing, but
yeah, we're not the perfect relationship.
We're not perfect.
But we do feel like we've been together for so long and been through a lot together that we are able to give you guys advice if you guys are looking for it, because there's a lot of stuff out there for new couples. Even like when people get together when they're like in their 30s, there's still toxicity that happens.
Yeah.
We feel like we can give you guys some really good advice and hopefully it helps you out with any future relationships. I get what you're saying though. Like you don't want to be like, you don't
These are our opinions, but they're not opinions. Are they our opinions?
Well, these are things that we've been through and we feel like it's common for couples to go through this. So topic number 1, opposite sex friends. This is a big one.
This is a big one.
This is something like we went through
in high school.
Yes.
Not now, in high school. Literally, I couldn't have guy friends or he couldn't have girlfriend. And I feel like that's pretty common in relationships.
Especially early, young relationships.
Yeah. Like, we'll be giving you guys a little bit of background behind these things of like how we came up with the topic. We went to different high schools. So obviously, we didn't know each other's friends. We didn't see each other during the week, which is like Monday through Friday. And we had met while already having our own group of friends.
Yeah.
So
Jay had her
obviously,
friends,
yeah.
and I had my friends already. Like we both had our friends that were different sex.
That we didn't know of. We've never met.
Yeah.
We've never met the other's friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just like, we were basing it off of jealousy, I guess.
Yeah. And insecurities. That's really all it was. Like I was insecure with myself at that time. Just thinking of Jay having like other guy friends, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna lose this girl because she has other guy friends. She has other people that she can look at, right? That's what I was thinking in my head.
And you thought like these guys were gonna like hit on me because they're guys.
Right.
Just because they're guys.
I mean, that's what we think as guys, like, oh, be careful because you know how guys are, right? Because regardless, if they cheat on you, that's not your fault.
You literally have no control.
You have no control. They can hide it from you and you find out maybe down the line, which kind of sucks. These are the flags to kind of look for, because I was like, okay, Jay, what would we have done in that situation back then? What should we have done?
Joanthan explained his side with him being insecure and like all that and how I saw it with him having girlfriends was just he kind of started it.
Yeah, I started
with him being
insecure.
Insecure. But we didn't know it back then. But he was the first one to say like get upset with me and my guy with having guy friends. So my part on my side, it was more like, well, if I can't have guy friends, you can't have girlfriends.
Yeah,
like that's not fair.
You just wanted it to be fair.
So it wasn't really. I didn't really feel insecure about it. I was just more like, that's not fair. Like, you can't tell me to do this if you're not going to do it too. So then you better not have other friends that are girls if I can't have friends that are guys.
Right.
So that was kind of my part. So it was mainly on, it was like back and forth thing.
Yeah.
Did we listen to each other?
No.
We ended up,
I mean, we weren't cheating or anything, but I was still hanging out with females.
Yes.
And like being, I mean, not really 100% friends because I was still like, I felt kind of guilty, so I wasn't trying to be like super buddy.
Yeah. And these were his friends from middle school.
Yeah, like
okay.
I wasn't just making new friends. These were my friends that I already had before we got together.
But did he tell me? No.
No.
And then did I tell him that I was still like hanging around with some of my guy friends? No. We at the end of the day we both never cheated on each other.
Yeah.
We literally had nothing to worry about. It was all in our mind. It was literally all a mind game. Like if I know that if she's telling me that she's not hanging out with her guy friends, it just puts me at peace.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm still hanging out with my guy friends, and then vice versa.
Right. It just could have been handled in a better way rather than trying to control each other and what we did.
Right.
So I was saying, like, we talked about this before too, and I was like, okay, how could we have went about this in a different way? Like, if a couple is struggling with this, what kind of advice can we give? And in my opinion, I feel like if you're gonna have guy friends, if you're a woman, right? If you're gonna have guy friends, the guy that you're with, they both have to get along. The friend and the boyfriend.
Yeah. Or friends, multiple.
Yeah. Whatever group of friends you have, they have to get along with your boyfriend for you guys to like all hang out together.
Yeah, like just meet, have them meet. Like don't say you have to get along with them. Don't put that pressure on them.
Right.
But have them meet. Same with the girls. Like if girls or like if guys
have a friend
that's a girl or like multiple friends, like a group of friends that's guys and girls and there's girls in that group, have them meet. Like have them meet your friends. It's not hard to meet your friends.
No.
Then that's where that partner can, like, you know, if there's any red flags going on with your friends, then it's time to communicate about that.
And also, in my opinion, if you're a girl, you shouldn't be hanging out with your guy friend by yourself. Because then it's like
is this an unpopular opinion?
It might be an unpopular opinion, but this is just my opinion. The way I feel about it is like, if you're gonna have a guy best friend, that's a big red flag for me. Like if you really like this boyfriend that you're with, that should be your guy best friend.
I feel like same for girls. Like the boyfriend shouldn't have a girl best friend.
Because I feel like opposite sex best friends aren't really best friends.
It's different for sure.
Best friends always turn into relationships.
I've never seen that.
I've seen it multiple times.
I've never seen it, but I can see how it could because I mean you're so close to that person.
You're around this person 24/7.
Yeah.
You start to catch feelings for this person. It doesn't end well. You have a boyfriend. You shouldn't have an opposite sex best friend.
Yeah, like your boyfriend should be your best friend. The same, the girlfriend should be your best friend.
But as long as the friends and the boyfriend or girlfriend, as long as everybody gets along, I think there's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, because if we could go back to that time, I don't see why I wouldn't want to meet your friends back then.
Vice versa.
I think it would have been smart to do that.
Yeah.
And mature.
But it's different because my friends never liked me.
Your friends never liked you?
And your friend like you? And they like you? You said you turned them down?
Yeah.
So see, like,
that is
somebody.
That is wrong.
I wouldn't want her to be friends with somebody that likes her, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'll just be friends with her, but I still like her. Like
that is wrong.
That's a big no.
I shouldn't have done that. But it's because I trusted myself to know that I wasn't gonna do anything. Because I knew that he liked me.
But you knew you weren't gonna do anything.
And I knew I wasn't gonna do anything because I was like, but I don't like you. But we still like were friends.
But like in that scenario, I'd be like, that's not right for you to have a friend that likes you.
And I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that now.
So that's what I was saying. None of my friends liked me.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Topic number 2, communication. I'm not doing it in like a specific order either.
No, like best to worst or worst to best. It's just...
These are all great advices.
Yeah.
Communication is super, super, super important in a relationship. Any relationship. Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Friend to friend.
Friend to friend. Parent to son. Parent to daughter. Any relationship, communication is key because if things aren't communicated, things can fall apart. Things can go bad because the other person is assuming something. You don't know what they're thinking, and these assumptions lead to...
disappointment.
Right.
Another one is like if you don't communicate how you feel, you're like expecting your partner to read your mind. I'm not gonna tell him, he should know. They should know why I'm mad. But like they won't know, and then it's just gonna make you have more anger towards them because you're like, why aren't they apologizing? But like, what if they actually don't know what to apologize for or like, what is literally wrong with you? I understand like it's tough for some people to communicate their feelings because of some kind of childhood trauma, some kind of trauma. It's hard for some people to explain how they feel to others. But at the end of the day, it's the best thing to do.
If you feel like your person is not loving you in the way that you want it has to be communicated. Say you want to go on dates, the person that you're with isn't taking you on dates. You have to communicate that to that person, like, hey, you don't take me out and I really want you to take me on dates more.
That kind of reminds me of a problem that we used to have. And this was like way back when, like
High school.
I would tell you, like, tell me like you love me more. I want to feel more loved by you. Jonthan would kind of make me feel bad, like, oh, so I'm not doing enough.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
ever
because
used to say that?
at that point I'm playing victim.
You don't think I already love you?
I wasn't allowing you to feel what you were feeling. I was
Yeah.
turning you down and trying to play victim.
But which is okay, because now we have learned from that.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that anymore at all. He's very understanding, but
And very lovable.
very lovable, very good listener. Yes, you must communicate how you feel to each other.
Communicate what you feel, what you want in the relationship, because your partner isn't gonna know if you don't tell them. Communication is key in a relationship, like we said. Make sure to communicate if you haven't to your partner. If you feel like, damn, they don't know this about me because I haven't told them this, maybe you should tell them.
What comes with communication?
And we'll go to our next topic is
Listening.
listening.
Being a good listener is literally everything. Because you can't have communication if you're not a good listener.
Yeah, because then who the fuck are you communicating to? Who the fuck are you communicating to? A blank wall.
Because I could be communicating to you, but you won't be listening. Like I
No.
said, like, so then what's the point of my communication? Those two go together. Those two are a pair. You need to have both, the communicator and the listener. And then whoever's communicating, the other person needs to be listening.
And not
Listening.
yes.
Being present.
And not trying to talk over you and like say okay after every single sentence you say, because that's not listening. You're just trying to hurry up and get the conversation over with.
Like,
Tell-
yeah, okay, yeah, sure, like
Right.
that.
Yeah, you have to literally just be silent, listen to whatever they have to say. And if the person that you're talking to does this, tell them, be like, hey, you need to like listen to me and like don't say a word, because I know how you are. You're gonna talk over me, you're gonna try to say okay, whatever. Don't say anything, listen to me, hear me out, hear what I have to say.
I want to be heard.
And then when I'm done, respond. You can speak.
Mm-hmm.
And not on like any disrespectful likeness. Literally you just trying to tell the person like, hey, I feel like you don't listen to me, so this is the way you can listen to me.
If you're in person, which obviously communication is always better in person, and you like have to have like an actual serious conversation, put whatever you're doing down. Don't be playing video games, don't be on your phone, don't be texting, don't be washing dishes. Sit with the person.
Turn the TV off if it's on.
Turn everything off. Be present, be in the moment, look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And really like listen and take in what they're saying and hear them out.
Especially
so
if it's like a serious like conversation that you're having, like not saying like every scenario that you're talking, but like if it's a conversation where you know it's kind of serious, then like, you know, do your best to be present and be there with whoever you're communicating with.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, this is in no particular order, but the next one, number 4, is finances. Money. When we grew up, we literally had $0 to our name. I had about maybe like $300-400 in my bank account.
We're 15 years old at the time, guys.
Yeah, we're in high
15,
school.
16.
I had my own job. Jay had her own
I
job.
didn't have a job yet.
Well, you eventually did. We basically had no money, right? Like we had no money. We got money from our parents. You got money from your parents.
Like that $20 like a week, and I'm like, I got $20. Let's go.
Yeah, like anytime we'd get
Literally.
together, which was usually on the weekends because we didn't go to the same school, we would get together and
Eat.
and go out and be with each other. That's it. And those are like the best dates. Of course, I paid for some of the dates when I could, but if not, we would usually split it, and that's how the dates would go. It would never be like it's just me paying. I got you every time, because I was struggling and she knew that.
Yeah, we both had the same amount of money, so like, why not just put the money together?
Yeah. For those of you that are maybe later 20s or mid 20s like us, and let's say you're not married, right? In my opinion, I feel like if you're first starting to date this person as a man, you should be offering to pay for the dates. And eventually, once you get later into the relationships, I see no problem with you splitting the dates 50-50, depending on who the person is, because maybe the person that you're with doesn't like that. She wants you to pay for everything.
Yeah, I guess that's just a
It just-
topic of communication to have.
That's where communicating and listening comes in. If you're married like us, we literally put our money money together in one pile. There is no my money, there is no your money. We have our joint accounts, and together, like, this is us.
We have a joint for like essentials, groceries, car that we need together, pets, baby now. Then we have a bills one to pay all of our bills. And then we do have our own, but majority of it will be like put money together. How much do we have in essentials? Do we have enough for the month? Bills, do we have enough for that month? And then our savings, we have our savings. Our own personal. We'll like make sure like, hey, how much do you have? How much do you have? Okay, let's kind of make it even. And then we're good.
So I think if you're married, you should be putting your money in one pile. There shouldn't be like, oh, I have all this money in my account and like you're not gonna touch any of it. Yeah. Because if you're married, like, and you really love this person, then you shouldn't be keeping money away from the person you love, especially if you trust them with what you got. If you don't trust them, then, you know, that's a big question mark on the marriage itself.
Next topic is going to be dating.
And romance.
Dating as in going on dates. Whether you're dating like boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, or if you're married, don't stop going on dates. And it doesn't have to be no fancy dancy date every single time, 5-star meal every single time.
It's more about loving the person on a daily basis, really, like with little things.
Planning a date could be as simple as like making sandwiches, going on a picnic at a park, going for a stroll and getting some ice cream, painting, staying in. It doesn't have to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what dating is, like showing the other person that you care about them enough to do something with them.
Show them that you want to spend quality time with them is a form of love. Next topic is going to be topic numero 6. We got loyalty, respect, trust.
Big one.
Combination of things that you really need in a relationship. Any relationship. You need loyalty, you need trust, you need
respect. If you don't trust that person, like, what's the point?
You have to trust your partner 100%. If you're sneaking around your partner, lying to them because you don't trust them, that is a big red flag on you, my friend.
Yeah, no lying. That's lying, right?
Pretty much.
Or being honest. Respect your partner enough to not hide anything from them.
Another thing with respect is like you should be respecting your partner, especially if you're a man in the relationship. I don't think I've ever raised my voice at you, like ever.
Never.
You have to respect the freak out of your person if you love them enough.
There's like physical abuse, but then there's also verbal abuse. Mm-hmm. You don't want to like be down talking your person to your person. Don't talk down about your person to anybody, actually.
Yeah, and if there's things that are conflicted within your relationship, you shouldn't be telling people outside of that relationship. You figure it out in here between you two and keep it there.
And that's respect.
That is respect.
That is on respect.
Respecting your person.
In your relationship.
Because why do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people need to know about what's going on here? Because they're not in here. They're just ears listening, right? Here's what matters. This person matters. You matter. It's a relationship.
Like if you're able to communicate to your friends about how you feel and your problems about your partner, why can't you just say those things to your partner?
Right. And if your partner can't take those things, then obviously there's a problem with your partner that you're with. Loyalty is just loyalty. Like you have to be loyal to your partner. If you don't want to be with somebody, be 100%, be straight up. Tell them that you don't want to be with them. Because why are you wasting their time?
Yeah, don't be wasting their time. You're just holding on to them just because...
Because you don't want nobody else to have them.
Yeah. Or because you're waiting for something else. Like...
Yeah.
Don't be wasting your time.
Don't waste my time, girl.
I ain't wasting your time.
You holding on, baby.
For life.
For life with that, baby. Topic numero 7.
No, I thought we were already on 7.
No, I said 6. I'm on 7.
I said 7.
This one is going to be...
For 18 and up.
18 and older, SE, in the bedroom.
Yep.
We're not even going to like...
about missionary.
We're talking about missionary.
We're talking about when she's
on her back and I'm on top.
When I'm on top and she's on her back.
You know, it might be an issue in your relationship. It might not be, right? Some people are okay in the bedroom. Some people... It might be difficult. In the beginning of our relationship, we had a lot of it, right? We were doing a lot of it, and because we were young, and it was brand new to me. It was brand new to you. Yeah. So we were just doing it constantly, and I feel like it kind of tinted our relationship because
later on.
Yeah, because we did it so much that we didn't do it for the love of each other. We just did it to do it. It wasn't really special anymore because of how much we used to.
So it kind of lost its spark. It was just a thing that we did.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Ended
really
up
like,
being.
It wasn't really like love making anymore.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And then as you're older, you like want it to be more than that. You've been in a relationship as long as us.
I mean, that's how it was for us. It was just like the honeymoon phase. Like you love each other every time. Like,
oh my God.
boom, boom, boom. You're crazy. But as we got older and wiser, we understood that like, okay. Well, also, sorry, backtrack a little bit. Jailene was on birth control also, so she did have a lot of stuff going on hormonally because of the birth control. How long did you take it for? Like
since I was from 16, when I was 16 up until I was 20.
So about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Being on that affects you a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Like it has like the whole like list of side effects.
Yeah, literally I would take out my paper and be like, babe, look, front and back. It was like this big of paper, and it was like very little lettering all the way, and it was all English too. It wasn't no other language. It was literally like all of it. 1, 2, 3 columns, both front and back. There's a lot of side effects to birth control. And if you're on birth control, check with your doctor.
Yeah, just do what you want. Because we can be like, hey, in our opinion, we would say like, don't do it, but we're not doctors, and we're not.
Some people do it for different reasons, though.
Yeah, and it's your body, your choice. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we just know from our experience that birth control wasn't it. You eventually got off of it, but then it was hard for your hormones to get back into balance of things.
So like my libido was like
It was low.
Low.
Yeah. It was a difficult time for us, right? But with communication and listening, those things come into play, you know what I'm saying? We eventually understood and learned what helped us. For you, it was just like you just wanted to feel loved. You just wanted to be loved by me.
For females, it's a lot more than just getting a kiss or kissing like a few times and then turning on. Like, that's a turn on. Like, it's not as easy as that.
No. Especially, like I said,
and we've learned that, yeah. We've learned that. Like, we've had the communication and talked about it, what we want and what we don't want. This topic, it should be a very, like, big thing to talk about in your relationship.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard. Because it was for us for a little bit.
It was hard with trying to understand part. Not really the communication, because we talked about it so many times that it was like we're having the same conversation over and over again, and I can't keep repeating myself. One day it ends up clicking that like, oh, I get it. Oh. I feel like for women it's more of an emotional starting thing. Like, anyways, yes, women, it's a lot more emotional connection when it comes to
that word.
The S word. Make her feel loved. Make her feel special. Do things ahead of time. Role play isn't just, you know,
a teacher and a student.
Yeah. Role play is a lot more. Making her breakfast in the morning. Picking her up a coffee. A matcha by surprise.
Getting her vitamins.
Getting her prenatals when she forgets. It's literally the small things that will add up.
Like daily. And don't here's another thing too, like don't do it because you want sex, do it because you actually love the person.
That part.
Like
don't be like, I got your coffee.
Yeah. So
are you ready? Like, bro, what? Yeah. Don't do that. It doesn't start with that. Like, do it out of like love.
Because you love that person.
Yeah.
Because you fucking love that person. End of discussion. That is topic number 7. Moving on. And this is something that I definitely needed to work on, and I feel like we both kind of needed to work on when we were younger, like kids in high school. Self-love and security.
Yes. Can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give someone love if you don't have the love in you to give.
And that's why our relationship was so toxic.
Yes, because we didn't love our own selves. We didn't have security within ourselves.
But I feel like for me, it was because of the way I grew up. I was a little chunky growing up. That's how I always saw myself. I always saw myself as like chubby. I would be called that. If you're in a Hispanic household, you know, like if you're gordito, they're gonna call you gordo. They're gonna call you chubby. All of that. So that kind of stuck with me because I was called that since I was a little boy.
Or if you're skinny, they call you flaca. Or Skinny Bone Jones. If you're not in a Hispanic household.
I mean, yeah.
Or
like,
did you eat? Have you ate? I'm gonna feed you a hamburger.
Are you eating again? Are those cookies, Joanthan? Fuck, yes.
Jeez. These traumas that we grew up having, it's so sad. Like, people think, it's just joking. But, like, if I wasn't skinny, would you be saying that?
Yeah.
No. If he wasn't chunky, would you be saying that? No. So people don't get it. The older generation doesn't get it.
They feel like, oh, like it's just a joke, like nobody really meant it. But like
that's a whole different topic. This is not that's a whole different YouTube video. Talking about older generations.
Like traumas?
Yeah, childhood traumas.
This is supposed to be freaking.
Let's get back on track.
This is supposed to be Vlogmas, bruh. And this is how we're starting off?
Let's get back on track.
Okay.
Back in the lane. Alright.
Security and self-love. Over time, we eventually, like when we got together, while being in our relationship, we learned how to love ourselves, how to have a deeper connection within ourselves.
Wait, sorry, it's bleep.
Care to explain?
The baby was hungry.
Mid freaking video, she's like, I'm hungry. I want something greasy.
And it's 8:30, guys.
It's 8:30 at night. We had food at home. She's like, I want a corn dog or I want Panda Express. So we went to Panda Express.
Panda Express was it.
That looks so good. I'm not even gonna lie right now. I can eat that, bro.
8:30.
Cause I'm gonna regret it. That looks really good though. So we will continue the video after this.
After these messages. I probably look 5 times bigger.
I don't even know where we were, honestly. So eventually we ended up getting that security, right? Like we started to understand what it means to love yourself and to show up for yourself. It's kind of like self-respect. You start loving certain things about yourself. Like for me, it was fitness. When I started getting into fitness, that's when I started finding my true self and like was being able to look at myself and being happy with the results that I was putting in. So that's why I think I'm so passionate about fitness and I love it so much because of the way I grew up. I was called chubby, so I worked on myself and now I love it. And I can't see myself doing anything else.
So if it wasn't for them calling you chubby, you wouldn't have had this?
My life would have been different for sure. Did you hear that? Something.
But you also you played soccer when you were older, so that was you were already like active when you were older. So you kind of like always like were in that space. I feel like if you're not in a sport, it's harder to get into working out.
Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's going to be hard to love somebody else in a relationship.
If you don't love yourself, you're not going to allow anyone else to love you because you're your biggest critic. So you're going to be like, you're going to feel like you don't deserve the love that someone's giving you.
Agreed.
Sorry guys, I'm so sleepy. I have like
food coma. But luckily we're on the last topic, which is alone time. Topic number 9, we're ending it there. Being in a relationship for as long as we understand what that feels like. And growing up, we went to different schools. We basically had our alone time Monday through Friday, and then we'd see each other on the weekend. And it'd be so amazing. It'd literally be like a spark every time because we didn't get to see each other throughout the week. So we were just waiting for that Saturday or Sunday to hit. And sometimes even Friday. Yeah, and it like gives yourself time to like miss each other. Being older, it's a little bit harder because you live together. Well, especially when you live together, it's harder to get that alone time because you obviously come back to the same space. So sometimes you guys just need to do things on your own, like have your own hobbies or just take time out of the day for yourself. Like, okay, I'm gonna go. For instance, like Jailene, like she's like, okay, I'm gonna go do my nails and then I'm gonna go shopping after. I'm gonna go get some coffee or try a new matcha spot. Right. And then for me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. I go to the gym. I go to the gym. I mean, sometimes I have a handful of friends that I can go hang out with, and we go to the gym. Yeah, you do. That's hilarious. Yep. Hilarious. Yeah, gym is life. I don't know what it is. It's like I
Who's
enjoy.
Joanthan without the gym, though? What do you enjoy doing without the gym?
What do I enjoy doing without the gym? I love being with you and the dogs. I'm like a really simple guy. Like I'm not.
But you're just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy, really.
The dog meme?
Oh, now you get it? Now you get it?
I see it everywhere now.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, because I told you that the.
But you didn't tell me it was a dog meme. You didn't tell me, oh, the one with the dog. You just told me.
I was like, it's a meme.
But you didn't tell me, like, the one with the dog. Because I've seen the dog before.
Yeah, I'm just a chill guy. But yeah, I'm really just a chill guy. Like, all I do, here's my day. Wake up, do my morning routine, right? After that, eat some breakfast, content, whatever I have to do, work, which is like usually at home. Go to the gym, go to the dog park, eat, obviously, and poop sometime in between, shower, come back home, walk the dogs again, do some more content. Day's over.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't...
But you like that.
I like that. And then the weekends, obviously, we do things differently. But during the week, I enjoy keeping it simple. I don't have to do anything crazy. I mean, it's kind of like working a regular job. It's kind of going into a different thing, so I'm not trying to do that right now. But basically what I'm saying is it's okay to have your space from your partner, have your alone time, spend time away from each other, so that way when you come back together, you guys love each other, miss each other, can talk about how your day was, spend time together, which is great. I think we spend a lot more time together than we do apart.
Yeah.
I don't know, I get sad sometimes when we're apart.
He does. He gets like depression.
No, I don't. I don't get depressed. He
gets so sad.
I get emotional because Jailene has been my safe space since I was literally like 16 years. Well, I was 16, you were 15. So since we were that young, she's been my safe space, and like I feel at ease and calm and safe, and I feel like I can let out my emotions, say how I feel, and I'm listened, and I'm cared for, and I'm understood. All the above.
And you could be weird.
I could be weird, I could be silly, I could be all the things.
You could be everything.
Yeah, so find you a partner, but not mine. Find you a partner like mine, but not mine. That's crazy. Well, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because we are doing Vlogmas for the month of December. We're not going to tell you how many days we're posting, but we're going to do Vlogmas, kind of.
And if you have any more questions, relationship questions about us or about your own relationship, leave them in the comments below.
What's the number one thing? Never mind. Yeah, what she said. That's it, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys supporting us. And happy December. Merry Vlogmas.
Thumbnail.
Oh, fuck. Ready?
Isn't that cute?